Hi, welcome to All Things Tasha. So it's late, it's Friday, and I have a lot of things to share with you this evening. So I'm tired, it's Friday, and it's Fresh Face Friday. Check it out, y'all. Fresh. Woo! But anyway, I wanted to share a few things with you. I've kind of run around during the week. It's payday. Yay! Okay, maybe that's too much of my business, but anyway, I'm really excited. I went to Ulta today, but I'm not going to share that with you right now because it's a little too much to go through and I'm hungry and I want to eat my dinner. And as you can see, there is no light back there. So I have a couple of random places and a few things. Once you see it, you'll know. Like for example, there's one box I haven't opened and I've had it for like almost 2.5 weeks and it's an avoidance thing and you'll see why I haven't opened this particular box. But anyway, I want to show it to you because I feel like if I show you, then I'm going to have to be accountable for it. So anyway, so I was at Walgreens tonight and I was on a mission. I was looking for the Dickinson's Witch Hazel wipes, the ones in the little foil packets. I've been seeing a lot of them on the web. Only I got to my Walgreens and no wipes. They discontinued them in November. Thank you very much. At least at my Walgreens. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But I did find something really, really cool that I want to share. So check it out. Woohoo! This is the Dickinson's Foaming Facial Wash. And it's supposed to be non-irritating for all skin types. It's new. So I hope I'm the first on the block to discover it. And the bad thing is I bought this after I had gone to Ulta on a 20% off sale. And I already bought some face care, but I just couldn't leave this behind because I love Dickinson's Witch Hazel. So I figured, let me try what the foaming face wash would be. And anyway, so this is oil-free, fragrance-free, and it's supposed to effectively eliminate and control oil without over-drying. And it's supposed to have botanical extracts, and it's a gentle formula. And it says it dissolves excess oil, clears pores, rinses clean, and maintains balance. And honest to goodness, this sounds fabulous. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know where my receipt was, but it was on sale and I think it was $4.49. And so I just couldn't leave this at the store. So if you've ever tried the Dickinson's Witch Hazel and you know that I'm a fan, because I used to be a Clinique toner girl, and then for some reason I don't like the menthol anymore. So I'm going to try this. I'm so excited. I still have another face wash that I'm working on. And so I'm going to finish that up and then I'm going to get started on this. So, yeah. The other thing I got at Walgreens, and you'll see when I show you the very next thing why there's an avoidance factor. Okay, I haven't been to Walgreens in a while, thank goodness, because that means I'm not sick and I don't need prescriptions. But I love these cinnamon rolls. Oh my God, I don't know what it is about these cinnamon rolls. I love, love, love. And they are not good for me. Not good at all. But I couldn't pass it by. I had to get me one or two or three. Okay, but I'm not going to eat them today. So anyway, yeah, these are horribly bad for me. 18 grams of fat times 2. But anyway, I had to get this, which is why I want to show you the next thing that I've been avoiding opening this box. And I got my handy dandy scissors to show you because I haven't opened this thing up at all. So this thing right here is from New Balance. You see this? Yeah, y'all. This box has been sitting in my living room for 2 weeks and we have not opened it. And you want to know why? Because we like this. Now, I have started to eat some healthy snacks. I think y'all see my naturebox.com and I'll have to tell you some updates about that pretty soon. But I love these things and I don't know how to get rid of the habit. I need to be hypnotized. But anyway, I got a pair of walking shoes because the current sneakers I have, they're just not in great shape and they're not great support. And so it's time. And even though I've given myself all this time with my dissertation to say, okay, I'm not going to worry about the exercising and all that, I know that I need to do better. So let me show you And here's the thing, by showing you these shoes, I'm not claiming that I'm all of a sudden going to become some, super workout sister. But anyway, I'm going to show you the shoes. And I have big feet, very, very big feet. I like to think of myself as Miss Peggy Hill. Sure enough. But anyway, so let's see here. We have this box here. And so, let's see. Because I can't even remember what they look like because I ordered them so long ago. Oh my God. Oh, here we go. Alright. Yay. Now, I have wide feet and I love New Balance just because of that. Let me show you. These have like a little blue suede. I'm not going to show y'all the size. It might scare you on to death. See these big old boats? Anyway, these are my new walking shoes. They're kind of this blue suede and they feel really cool. Yeah, and they're wide width. I hope they got my size right. Yes, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. They did. I think so. Oh, yes, they did. Woohoo! Yay! So, my New Balance sneakers. But I'm not going to complain about having big feet because they got a lot of places to take me. And the bigger the feet I have, the faster I'll get there, right? So, woohoo! Shoes! Shoes. Yay! Shoes. Okay. Now, anyway, so that is supposed to be my cue to eat better and start walking and actually start exercising because now I have officially opened this box and I have no further excuses other than to get started and start to do something else. So let me show you a couple of things. So I was at Target after Walgreens and obviously that was New Balance and that's 2 weeks old, but I was at Target and I got my favorite. I got a couple of other groceries, but I wanted to show you this because I have loved this granola for the longest time. It is my favorite, bare naked granola. This is the fruit and nut. I just never get tired of this stuff. So if you can pick this up, it was on sale. It was $3.49. Normally it's a little bit more costly than that. So yeah, I had to grab the thing. And I love this with yogurt. And I also got some Greek yogurt, the Chobani. I've never tried that before. So you can see I'm trying to work a little bit harder at being a little healthier. So I like this. And then the next thing I got, this is St. Ives. Woo-hoo-hoo. This is the Soothing Oatmeal and Shea Butter. And if you watched my empties video, then you know that I went through a whole tube of this. And then I had a backup, and I put it in my purse. And unfortunately, I took it to work. And I don't know. I looked down and it's already halfway gone. So I was like, I better get it back up. So here we go. Woohoo. And this was also on sale. I want to say it was $2.79. And I was like, okay, let me grab that. And then, okay, I was in their dollar section or whatever it was. And I was like, okay, I know there's nothing but random kid toys and whatnots, but I had to grab this. So I wanted to show you what I got here. Woohoo. Now, it looks like a little plastic bowl, and it is. But this plastic bowl, it has this little thing right here, and then it's pretty deep. Now, look at what I'm doing with it. Yes? I got these as manicure bowls. Now, I don't know about you, but have you ever done your own manicure and you're like one hand in and then you have to wait to soak the other one and then you're like, this is taking forever? Well, these bowls were 2 for $1 and they're kind of taped together. And what I figured is I would be resting one hand and have it in this little bowl here and then have both of them going at the same time so I could push my cuticles faster and don't worry about them drying out as fast. So 2 of these, I think that's being creative. So manicure bowls. And then speaking of manicures, because as you know, now my nails are completely chopped down again. I had a dissertation deadline to turn in some edits, and now I have a second review of edits because I had some alignment issues that I have to fix real quick. But other than that, I decided I need a manicure and I need to grow my nails back out because Yeah. Every time I have a dissertation deadline, I just get so nervous. I start biting and oh my God, it just goes nuts. But anyway, I wanted to show you something else I got from Target. This is my favorite type of nail brush. It's a contour nail brush by Trim. And I love this one because it doesn't get all wobbly with the bristles no matter how wet or how hot the water is. The bristles don't melt down and twist to the side and things like that. So I really like this one, and the other one I have is a little beat up. So I was like, oh, let me trade that out and get something new. So that's all for Target. Yay. Okay, so next things next, and this is probably, if you haven't figured out already, this is a long video. But I figured since I'm going to capture you here on a Friday night, I'm going to make it worth your while. So, the next thing, I went to Sephora again. Yeah, I know. But I didn't buy very much. I promise. So, I wanted to show you what I got. Woo. Alright, so just a small little thing. I'm throwing this bag over here. Yay. Alright, so I went to Sephora all on a mission. Now, I'm not sure if you all ever watch Start to Finish Mua on here on YouTube, but she had this bright blue nail polish, and oh my gosh, why doesn't it show up the color blue that it really is? This is the prettiest polish that I've ever seen. I'm going to turn off one of my lights just so that you can be able to maybe, here we go. So now you can be able to see how pretty this polish is. And I'm going to turn back on my other lamp, but now you can see the true color of this blue. It is beautiful. And this is the Nails Inc. Let's see here. Nails Inc. Baker Street. And this is such a pretty, it was brand new polish. It's a brand new line, color rather. And do you know I got the very last one? And I was like, yay. So yes, I have a nail polish edition only. No polished nails. God help me. Now I'm hoping once this dissertation craziness is over that yes, I will have a regular manicure. So I don't know whether or not that's going to be true, but I'm hoping it is true. But anyway, I was in there and I ended up seeing that they had some 100-point sample items that I could cash in my points for because I had like 800 points just burning. And I feel like I've never seen anything. I wanted the NARS set that they were giving. Do you know I came in there and they were like, they gave out the last one an hour previous. So I went to the big Sephora and they didn't have it. And I skipped the little one. And then I ended up not getting the one thing I really, really wanted by an hour. Can you believe that? Well, anyway, I saw this and it is a Buxom Sugar Lip Polish. So this one, I love their lip glosses. They call them lip polishes. This one's in sugar. It's not anything overly fancy. You're not going to be able to really see a lot of color, but I wanted to show it to you. Whoa. It's sugar. It looks to me almost like brown sugar, and I think it's really, really, really cute. So I'm going to swatch it real quick, and then I'm going to show you a couple of more things. We're almost there. Let me see. Because it's really sheer, and I like the Buxom polishes, well, the lip polishes rather, because they are pretty opaque on me, depending on which one. But this one's a sheer, and I wanted to show you. Okay. So I'm turning off this doggone light because I feel like you're not getting a true color of the swatch. Okay, so I make little crazy noises, but I thought this was a really nice polish. I like them because they're moisturizing. I don't feel like they end up being goopy, and like when I've had my hair like straightened, I don't feel like my lip gloss gets caught in my hair. So I really like these polishes, and last year I got one in White Russian and Dolly as one of their 250 point gifts. And anytime I see lip samples, I'm going to grab them. I love lip glosses. I'm just starting to get into the lipsticks, but traditionally I'm a gloss girl. So that's what we have from there. And then I love the salesperson in there. Henry, if you're watching this, I don't know if you are, but he gave me this really great sample of Smashbox CC cream. And I have been hereby banished from the Sephora until I am wearing some makeup when I go in there. So let's see how long that takes before, because usually I go shopping for makeup, and I don't know if you're the same. I go shopping for beauty products with a fresh, clean face because I really want to try stuff on. And I've gone in when I've had my face done, and then in order to try something on, you got to take something off, and then it never goes back on, and then you had this really cute face, and it just died on you in the store. So I don't want to do that. I go just fresh face, and I'm like, okay. The next thing that he gave me was this Shiseido, let's see here, Pureness. It's a mattifying moisturizer. So I'm going to try this next. And I have something else I'm going to show you in my Ulta haul that I picked up that may keep me a little matte. I'm trying to work on that because I feel like I'm always walking around and I'm like this giant Crisco ball. So anyway, that's that. Next thing I want to show you is a little something I picked up in MAC. Now, if you've been watching my videos, you know how I feel about one thing, powder puffs. I don't like them, but I bought some. Yes, I did. I bought some powder puffs. And I want to tell you why. Two reasons. One, I found out these particular ones are washable. Two, there's a certain technique that I want to use with them. So let me show you them first before I pull them out the package. These are from MAC. And these are their luxury ones, I want to say. Let me see. These are their luxury powder puffs, and these are the smaller ones. There's a big one, and I may get a large one from Laura Mercier. I'll see. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, this powder puff, what I like about it is that you can, this little band here that you see, you can be able to put your finger through here. And what I saw was on Goss Makeup, he uses the finishing powder, he shakes a little on here, folds it like a taco, and like zhuzhes it or whatever, and then he uses it to like roll and press like finishing powder into your face, and it's supposed to help keep you a lot more matte and give you a flawless look. So even though I have this kind of weird thing about powder puffs, these are incredibly soft. Oh my god, they're luxe. They really are deluxe. These are luxury incarnate. And I feel like I'll have a little bit better control with this little thing here, especially if I'm trying to get into like the creases and things like that to press the powder in. So I'm looking forward to trying this out and see if his technique is correct. Well, at least correct for me or works for me. But anyway, Goss Makeup, he recommended it versus using a powder brush, which I really love. And now, the very last thing, the longest video on earth, I promise you. The next thing is the MAC. I got something from their Fashion Sets collection, and this is the lip gloss in Embrace Me. I couldn't pass it up, and since I was already buying these powder puffs, I said, what the heck? But they were doing free shipping. Now, let me show you the color. Woo! Can you see that? Oh my god, my lip gloss is popping, people. It is popping. Now, this is like a neon kind of pink. Let's see here. I don't even know. Maybe if I turn off the lamp, you'll be able to see this, but oh my god. This is like the most amazing color. So I'm going to just adjust this real quick so I can give you a quick swatchy swatch, because this is turning into the longest video ever. But take a look at this. Whoa. You see that? And it's above the Buxom one. The Buxom and Sugar. Look at that pink. Isn't that awesome? It is so cute. So, I can't wait. I didn't even like wait until like I did the video. I have already like worn this at the house. I think this is perfect for springtime and summer. It's just a beautiful color. It's a lot bolder than I think I would normally go, but oh my God, I couldn't pass this up. And if you missed out on the fashion sets, unfortunately, this might have been the only one I wanted. I tried their matte lipstick. I didn't like it. I like my lips to feel moisturized. So yeah, that's what we ended up with. So now that this is the longest video on earth, that is all. I am going to eat dinner. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you survived this very long trip, let me just say. But anyway, thank you so much. And this is All Things Tasha. So you can catch me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I have no idea. Y'all find me. I have a blog on WordPress. Find me, y'all. Find me. So anyway, so if you hit like. And if you love me, hit subscribe. So yeah, see, hit subscribe. That way, I don't know. But hit subscribe. So thank you and have a good evening. And I'll show you my Ulta haul sometime this weekend. So have fun. Bye. Oh my God, I'm so silly in these videos. Jesus, help me, help me, help me.